The campaign group trying to save the TV Harrison football ground in Lower Wortley have won a third High Court battle in London. Leeds City Council's actions have been ruled unlawful by refusing the campaign group's request to have the ground listed as an asset of community value. I met up with the campaign group's chairman, Michael Meadowcroft, at the ground.
The decision of the High Court came just a few days ago when Mr Justice Lane pronounced on all 4 points that we'd put to the court that the council was wrong in denying the site here at Oldfield Lane to be an asset of community value and registered as such by the City Council. So that goes back to the council now to be put on the register, in which case it has a lot of protection and we're able to go forward.
Is this ground now safe from development?
Not entirely. No, the council might try to be awkward yet again, but I don't know who's in favour of the council's plan now. We know the local community are not. They've been consulted 3 times, and on all 3 occasions they've said that they want to keep it as a sports ground. The local councils are opposed to it. They say they want it to remain as a sports ground. The High Court's now said the same thing. And what's more, you have a number of Labour councillors who now are not prepared to vote for it. Who's in favour of it?
Have you had any direct contact with Leeds City Council since the decision?
No, we're waiting for them to come back on the whole question of whether they are trying to carry on with their scheme. And I want to hear from them. All I've seen is their comments in the media.
So what's the next step?
The next step is once we have those comments, then we can decide where to go in terms of whether there's a possibility of purchasing the land at that price and how we then put together a consortium.
What price?
Well, what value has a sports ground got as such? It only has a value with the planning permission, and if that goes, then the price is I think is a possible price to take it over.
What would you ultimately like to see happen to this ground?
We have a business plan which shows how you want to develop the whole site, not just the football pitch, but way beyond that, to have netball courts, 5-a-side pitches, to have the far side developed as a nature ground for the school children, and also to have a proper pavilion where you can have indoor sports, and also to serve as a community centre for Wortley, which has never had one.
In a statement, a Leeds City Council spokesperson said, the council accepts the judicial review decision in relation to TV Harrison Sports Ground and will reflect on the findings of the judgment. As a result of the decision, we are undertaking a review of our approach to determining assets of community value in order to improve our processes. The council will now reconsider the application for TV Harrison Sports Ground to be registered as an asset of community value.